Hello everyone, welcome to the another interesting episode of AI 900 Hands-on Lab series. So in this hands-on lab series, we will be exploring the Azure AI services with respect to Content Safety Studio. Let's get started. The very first step, you have to log into the azureportal.com. After you have logged in it, search for the service Content Safety in the search option. So I'm searching the service Content Safety. Now the Content Safety is loaded successfully. So I have already provisioned one of the Content Safety resource. So what I will do now, I will create a new Content Safety service. Click Create. Now the Content Safety service is loaded successfully. The very first section is project details section. Under this project details section, we have to choose a subscription first. Then you need an existing resource group or else you can create a new resource group. Let me choose an existing resource group. And now this content safety service, we will be deploying under East US region. Let's provide a name for the content safety service. Let's say Retail Content Safety AI. And we have to choose the pricing tier. Let me choose the pricing tier as standard pricing tier. Next, 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 next. Now the validation is started checking. Once the validation is successfully completed, we will hit the create button. Deployment initialized. This will turn into submitting the deployment. Now you can see there is a submitting deployment option available. After this, the deployment started progressing. This will take a minute or two to become the content safety service becomes successful. Now the content safety service deployment has succeeded. Go to the resource. Let's go to the access control IAM section because we are going to assign role assignment to the content safety service. Click access control IAM. So under the access control IAM, you have to select the add option. Under add option, add role assignment. So in the role section, search for the role cognitive services user. So this particular role, you have to choose it. Next. In the members section, you have to assign this role to user group service principal. Assign it. Afterwards, choose the select members. I'm choosing this members of the content safety service who is going to access this particular resource. I will choose this guest. Select this. After you have selected this, the guest role, let's hit this review plus assign button. Now the role assignment has been added to the content safety service. Now the corresponding role assignment is added successfully and you can see the view my access. Under view my access, you can see the role cognitive services user and to whom we have assigned this, the guest we have assigned it. Now the first task is completed. We have successfully created the content safety resource and also we have provisioned the content safety resource. Finally, we have assigned the access control IAM role to the content safety service. Let's redirect or let's navigate to the content safety studio. So under the content safety option, there is a resource we have provision which is called as retail CV content. Click this. In the overview section, there is an option content safety studio. I'm going to click this. When you click this content safety studio, now it is loading. Ensure that the content safety resource, whatever you have provision, it is properly displaying under the content safety studio window or not. Else, you have to switch the respective resources. Okay. So we have provisioned the retail CV content resource and it is also displaying in the content safety studio correctly. And third check you have to perform is check whether the keys and endpoint are the correct keys and endpoint which is there in the content safety studio also. So this is the key 1 and key 2, that is also we are checking it out. Is the name is properly assigned with respect to the endpoint or not? It is also properly provisioned it. So what is the major purpose of this content safety service? Content safety service is an Azure AI service used to detect harmful and the user generated as well as the AI generated content. So under this content safety studio, we will be exploring the option which is related to moderate text content. So this is a moderate text content option. I'm going to click try it out button. So text moderation API, it is going to scan the harmful user generated as well as the AI generated content into multiple severities. The severity level can be a safe severity, or it could be your hate severity, or it could be a self-harm severity, or it could be a sexual severity. Based upon the severities, the content safety studio is going to assign the content safety severity score 0 to 4, 6. 0 stands for safe content, 2 stands for low content, 4 stands for medium content, and 6 stands for your high severity, so score content. So from this moderate text content, let us explore the safe content. Look at the prompt of safe content. Chopping tomatoes and cutting them into cubes or edges are the great ways to practice your knife skill. So this is the prompt. For this prompt, you are going to execute the run test. After if I executed the run test, the entire prompt, it is classified into 4 categories like violence, self-harm, hate, and sexual categories. Let's click run test. After I click the run test in the view result section, this content has been allowed, which means the entire judgment of the content has been passed successfully because all the severity level, if you notice, they are safe. This is one particular use case. The second use case says violent content with misspelling. If you see the violent content with misspelling, there was a misspelling, if you notice that, which is there appeared in the red color mark, bleeding red color wrong, tissue spelling is wrong. So this content is completely about the violence content with the misspelling. If you execute the run test option, it will clearly identifies the judgment has been rejected. Why the judgment has been rejected or why the judgment has been blocked in a sense due to your violence category filter. So hate category it is safe, your sexual category, self-harm category is safe, but look at the violence category judgment, it says blocked judgment. This is one of the use case. The third use case is multiple risk in one sentence. Look at the prompt. The prompt says a 51-year-old man was found dead in his car. There were blood stains on the dashboard and windscreen. At autopsy, a deep oblique, long incist injury was found on the front of the neck. It turns out that he died by suicide. For this prompt, if you keenly analyze, this prompt indicates there are multiple risk category. It is related to violence as well as it is related to self-harm, which means if I started executing the run test, it will clearly shows in the view results section as this particular content has been blocked or the judgment has been blocked. Why? It was rejected by the filter self-harm as well as violence categories. Notice the self-harm as well as violence categories, the judgments are blocked, but the rest of the categories, the judgment are allowed. The final use case is you'll able to use your Content Safety Studio in multiple languages in single sentence as well. So this, if you notice this prompt is a combination of English language as well as French language. Here clearly it indicates that painfully twist his arm and punch them in the face. It is rejected. This particular content has been rejected because of the violence category filter. If I execute this particular run test option, the content says it has been blocked and it has been rejected by which category filter is violence category filter. So let me summarize the entire video. In this hands-on lab series video, we have created the content safety service and we have successfully provisioned the content safety service. After that, we have added the role assignment to the content safety service. Then we have navigated to the Content Safety Studio. Under the Content Safety Studio, we started exploring the text moderation content. So in the text moderation content, we have categorized into 4 use cases, namely safe content, violence content with misspelling, multiple risk in one sentence, multiple language in one sentence. So that's it for now. For more videos, please stay tuned. Thank you so much.